You're a huge Barbie fan. You've been waiting on this movie your whole life. How did you feel about Barbie?
I loved it. It's probably like out of my lifetime, one of my favorite movies.
Oh my God. Going into Barbie, I was assuming it was going to be fun. I was assuming it would probably have some interesting points. And I was hopeful that it wouldn't suck ass after like the second act begins. Because you never know. I had hopes. And I would like to say Barbie may be one of the most perfect movies ever made in the history of the world.
Agreed.
It's insane how perfect this movie is. It's hilarious.
Yes.
It's moving. It's weird. It's very strange and fun and sad and beautiful. And it is all the emotions that you want to feel. This movie is very, very smart. They don't spend a lot of time explaining how or why any of the things that are happening are happening. They don't really care about it.
Thank God. I was so happy.
It's enough to just be like, here, we're moving on. You're either on this ride or you're not. So if you want to jump on, but we're leaving. I think everyone involved in it just did A++++ work. I have not stopped thinking about it.
I haven't either.
There's so many things that I couldn't believe were in there. Not even just from like I can't believe they snuck that in. Like there are a few jokes like that. Like there are a few jokes. I'm like, I'm surprised Mattel let this happen, right? Because they don't shy away from shitting on Mattel a little bit, you know? There's things that I'm just shocked actually got to make it into a big budget studio movie. Some of the most poignant things said in this could actually exist in this movie. And it's also one of the highest grossing movies already. It just shows that if you're willing to let people who are passionate about things make the things that they're passionate about, this movie does such a great job showing why Barbie matters, you know, why Barbie is empowering. It doesn't shy away from some of the negatives that can happen from Barbie. But there's a moment in the movie that's like, it's like a 5-minute monologue, and it is one of the most poignant statements I've seen on film. I just can't believe it exists, you know?
Yeah.
And like, it's so beautiful, and I'm just crying my eyes out. I will never understand what it's like to be a woman. I can never truly understand that world. This movie gave kind of a glimpse into what it's like every day having to deal with just the bullshit, you know? That's beautiful. I'm in love with this movie. I can't wait to buy it. I can't wait to watch it every day, over and over and over, you know?
We need the steelbook.
Yes, absolutely.
All pink steelbook, guys.
Aside from just shining on this movie, a few things I loved a lot. Ryan Gosling. I knew I was going to like him in it.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't know just how deep's the wrong word. I didn't realize how much Ken would go through. And I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
There was a moment about halfway through where the story takes a turn. I was kind of hesitant. I was like, I don't know if I like what they're getting ready to do. This could be very bad. But no, they landed it. It was so much better than I could have imagined. Michael Cera steals the show.
Michael Cera and Kate McKinnon. Anytime they're on the screen, they just take it.
Like, because you got Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. And then Michael Cera just gets all of your attention anytime he's on the screen, like against these two, you know? And it's like, I can't stop looking at Michael Cera. He's amazing.
Then we find out after we watch the movie that Jonathan Groff
was up for the role. And like, don't get me wrong, that would have been amazing. But
I don't know. The Michael Cera's got that awkwardness to him already.
The character would have just been totally different.
Yeah.
You know, like Jonathan Groff, I feel like would have been a more soft-spoken. Michael Cera just gets the almost creepy factor. Yes. You know? And like, he does probably my favorite acting that he's done since Scott Pilgrim. Yeah. Like, he gets in a fight at some point. I'll just leave it at that. And it's very reminiscent of him and Scott Pilgrim. I'm like, yeah, I forgot. I really like Michael Cera sometimes, you know? Like, I really enjoy him sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And then, of course, America Ferrera.
Yeah.
Just wonderful. Oh, my God. Like, her story, what her story is about, how it impacts in the movie. And again, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to spoil anything. No. It's just, again, it's just so good. Like, it's almost as good. Or I'm sorry, it's better than, but the only thing I can kind of compare it to is like Will Ferrell in the Lego movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like how at the end he's the kid's dad. And you're like, oh.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And not saying that America Ferrera is like Barbie's mom or anything like that.
Also,
that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like it is just like you don't know what her character is in this. And like the way that they decide to use her character in this is just, it's brilliant.
Speaking of Will Ferrell, I absolutely loved him in this movie.
Will Ferrell is perfect
in his 60s.
Yes.
And the things that he gets to do in this, I'm just like,
yeah.
Did you really do that?
And he's really, really stupid.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
but what does it remind
rock.
me of? He reminds, maybe his character, not exactly.
From Step Brothers?
Well, not from Step Brothers. It reminded me of Old School.
Frank the Tank?
Yeah,
it's very simple.
Frank
very
was
similar.
stupid.
Yeah. Catastrophic. And like, they're all stupid. Like, all the corporate team,
people,
they're so dumb. But it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it nails that.
Yeah.
And like, again, not spoiling it, the way that it all wraps up at the end is, again, I'm laughing my head off and then I'm crying, and it's just great. It's just great.
You feel all the feels.
Let's get into spoilers.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do spoilers, and
you've been warned.
We won't stay in spoilers too long because we do got to talk about Oppenheimer.
3-hour Oppenheimer.
Yeah, and we won't have too much to say about Oppenheimer, but I know we're gonna be on here until midnight probably. We're getting into spoilers, so come back if you don't want to be spoiled. I can't believe Barbie was dead the whole time. Oh my god, that's crazy.
No.
I can't believe she finally. I can't
I'll
be
do
the one.
It. I'll do it.
Okay.
Close up on me. I can do it because I'm a lady. I can't believe Barbie finally got a vagina.
That's not. That's what I was going to say. And I was like, I can't say that. I'm so glad you actually said it. Like, that is exactly what I was thinking.
I should have said hoochie coochie or something weird like that.
Well, I figured you'd just go with gynecologist. But what a great ending.
That was hilarious.
Like,
what are you here for?
Ending.
I'm here to see the gynecologist.
Because you think it's going to be a
job interview.
Job, yeah.
I was like, oh, she's going to prove that she can do anything.
Oh, my God. Okay. Sorry. Ken's journey in this movie is insane. Okay? It's insane.
I feel like he needs some medicine.
I got to say.
I need a brewski beer.
Listen. Obviously, Barbie.
I'm joking.
Barbie is the show. Right. Like, Barbie is the star. I don't want to sell anything about Barbie short just by talking about Ken. The reason I'm talking about Ken is because of just how bizarre his entire thing is, right?
Yeah. I loved all the other Kens also.
Yes.
You got Simu.
Yeah.
And they made a Ken of him.
Oh, we knew.
In the white suit.
That's great.
From the beginning where they did the dance number.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
So like, okay, we get in here, and all the Kens, their life revolves around Barbie. Right?
They want to impress Barbie.
Yeah. Nothing in their life matters except for Barbie
and
right?
Beach.
And Beach.
I can beach.
And so going from that to then going to the real world, realizing that, men have control over the earth.
Yeah, and
right?
women do not do everything.
Right.
Like the Barbies do.
And then bringing that back to Barbie land.
Patriarchy.
Like,
patriarchy.
When he says, when I found out that it wasn't that much about horses, I lost all interest in it. And like, my God, I know I'm not saying anything that hasn't been said before, but I'm Just Ken is just a work of art, Maggie. It is pure art, okay? Because it's like on the surface, it's just a dumb song, right?
Yeah.
But there's so much more to it.
Well, I think it's because you feel it more as a man. Somebody made a good point. Okay. They put a picture of him, Ryan Gosling singing "I'm Just Ken."
I'm just Ken,
and it says "women in the audience," and it shows women laughing.
Yeah.
It shows men, and
oh my God.
I think one of them's like holding a tissue. It looks like they're crying.
God.
They look sad. And I was like, well, I mean,
no. I mean, is there? I think the only thing is just like, obviously, like the simplest way to put it would be like friend zone. Yeah. Right, like, will she see that I'm enough, instead of being
enough.
Yeah. Like, sure, But like, obviously that's, you know, at the end of that, we see that no, Ken and Barbie are not together, nor should they be.
No.
And that Ken needs to find himself. So like,
yeah,
you know, if that's what you're connecting with and I'm just Ken, that's the wrong message. Like you've lost track of what the message is, right?
I knew that.
No, I don't mean you. I'm talking about the men, you know. But I love, there's this one in my head. Okay, when that I'm worth fighting for, and he does the little dude, it kills me. It kills me so
I just
much.
love after they sing that whole entire song and realize what happened.
Yeah,
they gallop. They gallop up to the Barbie's dream houses.
God, they're so stupid.
They are,
and like that's perfect because like the Barbies nailed it.
Yeah.
Like men are stupid, you know. And I mean, I don't mean like, look, I'm not trying to be anti-man. Okay, like I'm not trying to do that. What I'm saying is like on an individual basis, men, right? Me, other men, right, can be smart. Yes. And can make good decisions.
Yes.
And proper decisions. And are good people. There's been a lot of good men throughout history. Right?
But
when they're grouped together and they get in each other's heads, they make some of the stupidest fucking decisions.
High school. That's the best.
Oh my God, yeah.
High school. Just think of high school. Bunch of dudes in high school. Just think of it that way, guys.
The best way that they showed this was the scene where they're all when Ryan Gosling starts singing to Barbie.
Oh, and this is the Ken, wherever they turn Barbie Land into Ken Land.
Dude,
this is their song that they play on the radio all the time.
They play Push
by Matchbox
20. And like it's Ken and he's got a guitar and he's just singing to Barbie and he's singing Push. I wanna push you around. Well, I will. I wanna take you home.
Yeah. And actually, it played in Walmart yesterday.
Oh my God.
And I heard him say Grant. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Rob Thomas really does say it like that.
And then it pulls out and you see not only is it just our Ken, it's all the Kens. Including one on a drum set.
Which was Gravik from Secret Wars. Which, Secret Invasion, my bad. And he's also from Bridgerton.
And I gotta say, okay, the Barbies were making the right call. Like the Barbies making all of the right choices here. Yeah. I'm not against Barbie in any of the choices made in this. No. However, they fucking nailed it. All right, the scene, like when that's happening, and then it cuts back to America Ferrera or whatever, and they're like, and then you're gonna just when he's in the place where he feels most triumphant, most good about himself. You're going to take it all away.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back.
And Margot Robbie pulls out her phone.
Dude, that is so real. It is so real. Like you're just sharing, like you're pouring your heart out. And then like they're just looking at their phone. It is devastating.
And he brought it up in the car on the way back to get Viv. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Because I've done that to him before. And I feel so bad. And I don't purposely do it, but there are girls that purposely do that crap.
And don't get me wrong, I only mean up to the point that she looks at it. I don't mean where it goes with him being like jealous and like the other guys. And
the Barbies start switching.
I don't mean any of that. I literally like just the part where she looks at her phone and Ken is just shattered. It's just shattered by that.
Ellen joins in with the Barbies, America Fiera and her daughter, and he's like, I hate it here. I hate the kids. I don't like this.
I love everything. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Maggie.
The beginning, like, of course, yes, it starts out with the teaser trailer that we got with the girls.
Yeah. Which is still great.
Great. Yes, there's just a little bit more to it, you know. God, that one little girl with the glasses, though, she's so stinking cute. But then when it shows like Helen Mirren's narrating, you know, she's trying to build it up, and it shows Barbie Land, and you see Margot Robbie like, you know, wake up, and somebody starts singing, and I was like, the hell is it? And it's called Pink, and I think it's my favorite song off the soundtrack because it's just Lizzo.
That's tough.
I love it. Which I wish
it is really good.
I wish they've done the reprise.
Yeah. K. Death.
Because Barbie starts thinking about death.
Dude. So good.
Yeah, I really like, because I can't remember. I think it was Margot Robbie or Greta Gerwig one that said that they really liked how that song was written.
Yeah.
Because not only it's a good song, but it also helps set up what Barbie Land is like.
Yeah. It does a great job of, like, within 2 minutes of you completely understanding this world.
And also, I love when Helen Mirren said, who walks their Barbie down the steps in their dream house? No one. That's what
she just glides.
She just glides down.
And I gotta say, I love that, like, you know, as much as this movie is pro Barbie, obviously, as it should be, they also don't paint her as just a perfect picture. Like, she is actively kind of negative with Ken. Like, you know, the Kens kind of feel used, and they are. I mean, you know, based on that,
they are.
And so, I mean, like, it's not that Ken's justified in any of the things he does, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, the fact that they're willing to be like, well, because, I mean, just the way that she's like, I've used you for everything that I need you for. You can go, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm proud of them for not trying to just keep Barbie as, like, the most perfect example of perfectness.
Yeah. And she wants every day to be perfect. But then we realize that there's, like, a link between your Barbies and the person in the real world. That's when Weird Barbie comes into play, and that's Kate McKinnon's character.
We're not going to tell them the whole plot, are we?
I know. I won't.
I mean, you're fine. You could, like, if
I
there's
love
anything you
Kate
want to shout
McKinnon.
out.
I just like... She's my favorite Saturday Night Live member.
She's awesome.
I love her. But I just love the fact that they really played into where a kid got a hold of her.
Yes.
Drill over
Everybody
her
had
face,
that Barbie.
cut her hair, and made her do splits all the time. And, like, that's what she constantly does.
Yeah. She's so weird. She's really great by the end of it.
Yes, she is.
Like, she looks really cool.
And then I've been saying this a lot. Midge, you scared me.
Midge.
The pregnant Barbie, if you didn't know. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It just brings back a lot of memories of me playing with Barbies with my cousin, also with my brother. Don't judge.
If they're this far into our Barbie review, I don't think they're the type of people that's going to judge.
But yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. And I think when it's showing Barbie talking to the creator, Barbie,
Ruth,
specifically the last time they talk, that was really sweet.
Yes,
and then of course the song by what's her name?
Billie Eilish.
Yes, like, just so moving, man. And, like, again, when America Ferrera just goes on about what it's like to be a woman, like, for 5 minutes straight, it's just like, I mean, I'm literally just tears streaming down my face, you know? It's just so, like, how can a movie be so ridiculously funny and so moving, you know? Like, I don't think I've felt something like this since, like, Jojo Rabbit, you know? Which is just, like, punching you right in the fucking soul, you know? God, it's so good. Anything else you'd like to say before we...
Go watch Barbie!